What is up, guys? Steven here, and I'm going to be doing something today that I haven't done in a really long time. I'm going to be doing an evening with Gumi. I'm just going to be laddering on the NU Suspect ladder. I'm trying to get Rex so I can vote in the NU Suspect test. This round ends, I believe, on the 26th, so I have to get them relatively soon. If we look at my rank, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, it's in the screen. NU Suspect, I'm 17-3 currently, which correlates to 1594 coil. And I need 2400 coil to be able to vote. And the two things that are being suspected currently are Steelixite and Heliolisk. I'm most likely going to end up voting no ban on Steelixite and ban on Heliolisk. So that's that. Is there anything else I need to say? Not really. This is the SPL team with Meganium. That's what I've been using on ladder. It does pretty well against most stuff. It looks like it might struggle against this team. He has a lot of stuff for Steelix, which is annoying. But Mr. Mime actually puts in a fair amount of work, if I can predict correctly. So I'm going to predict him to lead with either Seismitoad or Archeops. I'm just going to lead Mr. Mime and try to put some offensive pressure. So he ends up leading my mortar, and that's fine. I am a Mr. Mime, so I have really good SpDef. If he is AV, I mean, I can just click Psyshock. I'm Specs. It's going to do a lot. Mag Mortar is really a threat to my balance core, so I'm willing to trade that damage, as he does end up getting the burn, which is pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but it happens. So at this point, I think he's gonna want to save this, just because it does put in so much work against my balance core, so I'm actually gonna double into my own Mag Mortar, predicting his Steelix to come in. Save that for death fodder, as he does go into Steelix, so that's good. But yeah, NU is, it'll be interesting to see what happens after these wrecks. This is Joey, by the way, so this is fun. But yeah, it's good. I'm glad that we're doing a suspect test. We haven't done a suspect test in a really long time, so it's kind of nice to be able to do NU again. Looking at his team, he doesn't really have much to switch into this. He doesn't know that I have HP Water instead of HP Grass, so Seismitoad is not a safe switch in his eyes, as he's actually going to make the safe play of not Mega Evolving and sacking his thing. So that's actually okay. I can just go into Garbodor and revenge him. Is that what I want to do? I need Garbodor, so that makes it difficult. I mean, I could go into Mr. Mime and just trade with Psyshock, and then it'll be a double down. I think that's actually what I want to do. I doubt he has Protect, so I'm just gonna fire off a Psyshock. If he wants to keep a Steelix at 1%, that's fine. But this is a decent trade for me. Yeah, that burn really sucked. I would have been able to keep a lot of offensive pressure on him. It would have made turn 2 different as well, because he had such a safe play, foddering. Alright, that did a lot. Good job, Mr. Mime. I could go Meganium here and try to put some pressure on him, but I really can't touch that Togetic. It's pretty annoying. I do run some speed on this Garbodor. Just gonna go Meganium. Try to put some pressure. I'm just gonna go straight for Petal Blizzard. I don't really lose anything. This is actually an interesting team matchup. I don't think it's a terrible team matchup for me. Togetic is annoying, especially if it has Fire Blast, which it may, just based on his team structure. As he does go into Togetic. Now, I really want to try to predict a Baton Pass here, but I don't think I can. I don't. I don't have the luxury of making that play, so I'm pretty much forced to go into Garbodor here. And yeah, he doubles back to Steelix. That's fine. I'm forced to reveal Seed Bomb here, but that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, so I take out the Steelix at the cost of revealing that I have Seed Bomb. But that does pretty much mean he can't go into Thing, which is nice. I want to try to get up a T-Spike and then pressure his team. As he is, you know, Magmortar is definitely his best play here. I'm actually just going to Gunk Shot. I think I can live one. Yeah. And fortunately I hit. I'm in a decent position. It'll definitely come down to like Torterra and Togetic being the main threats that are left. In this situation, I really... Alright, this may seem kind of stupid, but I really want to predict him to click Earthquake. So I'm just going to go into Mantine and play from there. These normally don't carry Stone Edge, so this is pretty much my freest switch into Mantine. Yeah. And at this point, is he forced to switch? No. I'm just going to Scald. I can just Toxic the Seismitoad next turn if I need to. I'm actually in a decent position. Yeah, he's gonna go to Toad, and that's alright. I can just Toxic this now. Start whittling. So he actually has Sludge Bomb. That's pretty interesting. And he gets the poison, and I miss Toxic. So he's just gonna get rocks now, as I do end up hitting my second Toxic. And I'm just gonna spam Defog at this point. He's most likely gonna switch, or at least attack once and then switch. I'm actually in a decent position because I am slower than him, so I can just spam Defog, and if he wants to stay in indefinitely, then that means that I'm gonna get rocks in the end. So yeah, I'm just gonna Defog all that crap away. And at this point, Torterra is a huge threat. It's always a threat, but right now it's a huge threat. I'm just gonna Scald and see if I can get the burn here. See, it's just gonna Wood Hammer and take me out, which tells me he's most likely banded, just because that did a lot. Just because that does a lot. So now I'm gonna go into my Meganium and start to put pressure on him. At this point, I'm gonna start clicking SD. If he wants to go into his Togetic, which he should, then okay. And he gets a crit. That's interesting. Now I'm just gonna Petal Blizzard. I think I'm in a position now where I might be able to win with just Steelix. Because he's letting Torterra get low. That does nothing. Yeah, that crit really sucked. Nothing I can do about it, or nothing I or him. I can't speak. Nothing that he or I can do about it. It happens. So I'm just gonna go into Garbodor on this, as he is just gonna Heal Bell the Toxic away. At this point, he's most likely going to go into Archeops, so I'm going to double the Steelix, try to keep pressure. Force more 50-50s. Because he needs Togetic to beat my thing. Yeah. So that's good. He has two good switch-ins to this. One of them is Seismitoad. I'm just going to Heavy Slam. as he does stay in, get some chip damage, which is what I expected him to do, as I'm forced to kill him. And now he's going to go into Torterra and click Bandit EQ, so I'm forced to sack Garbodor, and we're going to come down to 50-50s of, I mean, late game I have to play perfectly. If I hadn't gotten burned on Mr. Mime, if I'd hit that first Toxic, I think I'd be in a better position, but that's alright. I'm forced to double to Steelix. He loses nothing by going to Togetic this time, so that's probably what's going to happen. And then I'm forced to Earthquake, predicting a switch. So that's what's going to happen. I'm forced to Earthquake, like I said. He has to go Seismitoad here, or he risks losing to Meganium, because I do kill him with Earthquake, and yeah, I think I lose just because I got crit that other time. Alright, so that was a good game. I got Joey, and I played well. I mean, I got burned on that Fire Blast, and then from there, other other bad things happened. The crit on Meganium mattered just because I would have been able to take this Earthquake, which is why I said that mattered. Candace come in and Fatal Blizzard, which doesn't kill, but that was a good game, and I'm gonna go on to the next one. Yes, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm just going to keep playing until I don't really feel like playing anymore. I need to get Rex. The outcome of the vote is most likely going to be ban, and I know that my votes won't really have, won't be an integral part, but I just feel like as one of the, I don't know, one of the drivers in the NU room, and I guess somewhat of a representative of the NU community, it's important to you know, vote and do your part. Alright, so I'm facing standard stuff. Looking at his squad, Magmortar does a lot of work. It does really, really well against his team, so I'm going to lead with it. Mostly, I mean, I have HP Water for the camera, which is just really nice. So he actually does end up leading with it, so I am just going to try to bop this straight away. I need to keep offensive pressure on him, and that does a lot. So that was a really good lead. As he gets up rocks, I can defog those later. I'm not worried about that, and at this point I can just take him out with a Psychic. Yeah, so that's a really good start. Camera up was a huge problem, as he ends up going to Gator, which I don't agree with. And I do have a Mantine, so I'm going to go into it and try to defog right now. Yeah, this is fine, actually. I could have T-bolted there, but I don't know. I feel like that was kind of a risky play. So at this point, I can just defog. If he wants to go into camera up, that's a interesting play. So he's just going to Shy Shock, which is, you know, the middle ground play. At this point, Mr. Mime can come in. I do have Trick on this, but I don't know if he knows that. If he does know that, then that's upsetting. But yeah, I'm going to click Trick. Alright, so I tricked the Musharna, so that's a huge threat that is pretty much taken care of now. Because at this point I can just keep clicking Psyshock until he switches. Or fodders this, and I'm just getting lefties. So that's really, really good. Yeah, Trick Mr. Mime is good. It just helps you cripple Calm Mind Psychic types like this. As Heliolisk comes in, and that takes a bunch of damage. I don't really have many switch-ins to this Mon on my team. I mean, the quote-unquote best one I have is my own Meganium. But I can live a hit. So I'm just going to Psyshock. If he wants to go for Hyper Voice, that's fine. I just take out Heliolisk, so That's good. The reason I said if you want to go for Hyper Voice, that's fine, is I have soundproof just for Hyper Voice. Yeah, legit, just because I wanted to run it for that. In this situation, I don't know if he can afford to set up, because he's going to die. So I'm just going to go into Garbodor, because it's a really good check. Keep pressure. So he does this Leaf Blade. So that's good. Lefties. That's interesting. I am just going to Gunk Shot. I don't really have any reason to mess around with this. If he wants to go to his Garbodor, that's a free switch to my Steelix, and then I can play from there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not worried about T-Spikes, because I do have my own Garbodor, which can come in on several things. And he does just get up a T-Spike. At this point I'm just going to Earthquake. Get some damage on anything, as he'll most likely end up foddering his camera up here. Or this. I'm in a really good position. Mostly just because I played so aggressively early game. As he does just get over Izzy, which isn't exactly a counter. That does a lot of damage. And based off that damage, I can just Heavy Slam, and it should kill. CC doesn't even get close to killing me. And Leaf Blade, that's a crit, and it did nothing. So, that's good. Based on the fact that the camera, the amount of damage that I did to the camera up, I can safely assume is set. I'm just gonna go to Garb here. As you all know, I do have Meganium in the back with Yache Berry, so I'm fine to go into Garbodor here, because even a +2 Ice Punch doesn't kill me. I do have Seed Bomb, as he lives, which I didn't expect that to live, to be honest. And is this useful to me anymore? Not really, I'm just going to Seed Bomb again. He is just going to Waterfall, so he kills himself with the Recoil. At this point, Magmortar comes in and pretty much wins me the game. Yeah. Magmortar puts in that work. So he is going to go Musharna. So a Psyshock is pretty much incoming. What should I do about that? I'm just going to go Steelix. As that Psyshock does nothing, I can just get up my rocks now. And yeah, just keep pressure up. At this point, I'll win with Meganium late game if I need to, and I'm in a fine position because I can set up SDs on this. Psyshock probably isn't gonna do that much. So I do get at my rocks, and now I am just going to Earthquake and kill this. I'm fairly sure this kills. He goes for Drain Punch. They don't really run that much anymore. As it does kill, his camera up dies to rocks. So he's pretty much forced to go click Psyshock and try to win that way. So this is fine. Yeah, Magmortar does a lot of work against like balanced cores early game. His camera up is going to come back in after the Healing Wish. I should outspeed. I run enough speed to outspeed this before it Mega Evolves, so yeah, I still outspeed. And that was a good game. Let's get another one. Alright. Facing NU Kyle Cole now. Standard squad. This is like the team that people are running. Helios Type is a really good core. Steelix is Steelix. It's just incredibly good. Yeah. So looking at his squad, I'm just gonna lead Magmortar. If he wants to lead with Hariyama, I can go into Garbodor and then try to play around that. So that's my thought process right now, and let's do it. I'm ready. I came out the womb ready for this. Focus Blast on Mr. Mime is gonna come in big this game. I can already tell. So he does lead Hariyama, which is fine. Like I said, I have Garbodor. But Focus Blast does a lot of work, just because his only real switch into Dazzling Gleam is Steelix. So Focus Blasting that would be pretty crisp, actually. If this is Earthquake Yama, then I'm gonna be a little bit upset, because I keep facing it with this team. Alright, as he's not. And at this point, I'm just gonna double back to Magmortar, because he's definitely going either to Steelix or into Xatu. I have a pressure on both of those with Magmortar. So I do switch out first, which reveals that I'm faster, and I get the matchup I wanted. So at this point, I'm just... Is T-Bolt the right play? Yeah, T-Bolt is the right play. Because Thick Fat Yama takes less from Fire Blast, and he's definitely not going into Steelix on this, so... Yes. Alright. Catching the Yama, I get the Para, which is relatively inconsequential, but is nice. I'm getting a phone call, so hold on a sec. Alright, I am back. That was just a friend calling. We actually, I'm gonna go after this battle, which will be actually around the 30-minute mark. But yeah, we had another snow day today, so it's pretty interesting. We're gonna go throw football. Alright, so this man. Last time I doubled after I went into Garbodor, he can't knock it off again, so I'm gonna predict him to double, and I'm gonna just Fire Blast, some sort of switch in. He actually stays in, which is pretty unfortunate. He just kills me. Alright. I'm still actually in an okay position. Because I can just come in with Steelix and click Heavy Slam. He doesn't really have any switch-ins. I mean, this was a switch-in, but it's paralyzed, -1, all of that. So he's gonna go to Xatu and get some clean damage on that. He's not Rocky Helmet, and getting the Slam again. He does have Heat Wave. That's fine, as long as he doesn't get the burn, which he doesn't. So that's good. That's good. Things that worry me. Exeggutor. Heliolisk always worries me because it's a god. I'm just gonna go Meganium. I mean, I'm pretty much forced to. Okay, as he does go for Surf, and I obviously chew that because I'm a Meganium, and at this point I'm just gonna Earthquake because I can. If he wants to go to Steelix, I can get some nice chip damage on that. And by nice chip damage, I mean like not enough. Yeah, Steelix it's good. I mean, it hasn't Mega Evolved yet, which is nice. Yeah, I shouldn't have versed freaking Magmortar. I mean, it beat most of his team, but I don't know. I didn't think he had any reason to click CC. So, you know, that's good. I'm probably gonna end up going 1 and 2 in this live, which is, you know, obviously pushing me much closer to Rex. He is just gonna go to Hariyama, and I'm gonna take it out with another Earthquake. I doubt he has priority. Actually, no, Garbodor, please, cancel button. Please! If I get up a T-Spike, I have a really good chance. If I can get up a single little spike, I'm in a great position. Yum! Alright, I don't care about his rocks right now. I really don't. I want to get up a T-Spike desperately. And then try to win with a combination of Mantine and Mr. Mime. Oh gosh, that was nerve-wracking. As he is just gonna go straight into Typhlosion, as I clicked the wrong spike. So that's wonderful. Everything's going wrong. Alright, he is just gonna HP Electric. Nice. I haven't seen that in a while. At this point, he has a really safe switch into to Heliolisk, if you think about it. I'm gonna go Mr. Mime, predicting Heliolisk. Yep. So I can actually take any one attack, and looking at this situation, Mantine is low, so I'm forced to click Focus Blast. Yeah, I'm forced to click Focus Blast, but that's fine. If I can get rid of this, then I'm in a really, really good situation. I'm messing up all over the place right now. I think his best play is probably just ult switching, foddering Hariyama, just to see what I'm gonna do. But he doesn't know if I have like Calm Mind or anything like that. Which is why I kind of have an advantage. If he wants to go to Steelix, that's wonderful, as I do hit my Focus Blast, so that's good. This sucks, man. I mean, that was... I really wish I had gotten my T-Spike as opposed to my regular Spike, but that's alright. Eggy is here. I have absolutely nothing for anything that's left. I kinda messed up. It's alright, Steelix, save me. Show me why you're good. As he hits Sleep Powder, and that's okay. I'm gonna try to get rocks. I mean, I'm not gonna live 2 of these, but, you know, it's fine. Yeah, so I get taken out. I doubt I can even live a Psyshock. Pretty much forced to go into this. I'm a little bit upset that that's not a T-Spike. I would have been in a better position. I mean, not the best position, but a better position. So, let's see what this man is gonna do. His best play is probably just Steelix. I can learn Signal Beam. He knows. He knows. Alright, if I had killed this Steelix this turn, I could have swept with this. I'm still actually in it though. Amazingly enough, I'm still alive in this game. I have to get incredibly lucky though. So I'm gonna go Meganium. Oh gosh, this is so bad. And he's just gonna get rocks. That's fine. Let me Earthquake this. Let me get this damage. I need it. I need this yummy damage. I actually lose to Typhlosion. Never mind. It's fine. Yeah, I lose to Typh. Alright guys, so this was a fun, a fun little laddering session. Um, I really like, I don't know. The thing is about this team is it's really good in tournament format, but at the same time, it's really bad on ladder. Mostly because on ladder, you're just constantly facing this team. My team is really weak to this team in particular. In addition, I sacked my Magmortar for pretty much zero reason, so that was good. I got angsty because my friend called and I want to go play football, so I'm gonna go do. So I'll see you guys. Peace.